What's up, y'all? Today is the day that I'm gonna be stepping outside my big girl panties and putting on my big granny panties because I'm gonna be marking the start of my second official debt-free journey and actually totaling all of my debts together to see just how bad of a situation I'm in, or maybe it's not gonna be as bad as I thought. You guys know this year I have been in a bit of a whirlwind with credit card debt, home repairs, all of that good stuff. And I now also have student loans. The student loan repayment has begun, not officially, but it has for me in my mind. And if you remember, I think it was last year whenever we were hoping, wishing, and praying for that $10,000 student loan forgiveness, I requested a refund. So the initial advice was to put the funds back, do not spend the funds, wait to see if Uncle Joe could push it through, and if not, that's okay, fine, just, pay off the balances again using the money I had requested. Now, if it was over the amount, if you open them up and you still owed over the amount that would be forgiven, I didn't recommend doing that at all. But now that we know that the plan is not going to go through, I was hoping, wishing, and praying on Uncle Joe and his teammates, and Uncle Joe said no. And before the comments start, I do know that one sole human being cannot possibly be responsible for every single decision and outcome that happens in this country. I'm just being sarcastic, but now that they have started, I am going to add those two balances that have been opened back up back into my plan, because I did use the majority of those funds to get me and my babies out of that place we were in and into our home. So to me, money well spent, but I do want to go ahead and knock those off. I was first going to take my time, kind of act like they didn't exist outside of my auto pay amount, but it doesn't make any sense for me to continue to let them sit. I need to put my big girl granny panties on and get them knocked out as well, added into the plan. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to show you every single debt balance that is going to be part of this debt-free journey. And also, really quickly, before we get started, I do want to shout out Budget Treasures. So I watched her video recently. She has restarted her debt-free journey after becoming debt-free. She is now back in debt, and she is being very transparent, open, and honest, and taking you guys along for the ride, the journey with her. And that really inspired me to put my granny panties on and total my total debts together. Like, stop taking it in chunks and just look at it in its entirety to kind of like stare it down, get past that anxious, fearful stage, and then get into that motivational, inspirational, I can do this, as long as I have God, I have my faith in myself, and I continue to work my seed. We're rebuking the spirit of procrastination and laziness. Like, we're really getting up and working our seed. We can do it. I can do it. I just first have to get over this little fearful hump. So definitely be sure to check out her channel. I will leave it down here so you guys can go check it out, because she's more of a pen and paper type of person. I know that you probably see my spreadsheet a lot on this channel, but if you enjoy the pen and paper, cash stuffing type of content, she's definitely your girl. I love watching it. It's like ASMR to me. So definitely go over there and show her some love, because I feel like we all need it when we're starting this debt-free journey, or even if we're just continuing it. All right, so we are now in my financial dashboard. So when credit card debt was my main focus, I did make tabs here to keep track of my credit card debt payments so that I could see what I was paying in with every single payment and what my remaining balance would be, just because I like documenting things like that, just so I can show and improve to myself like I can do it, and I'm really doing more than what I initially give myself credit for. And so that is what I did with my first debt-free journey too. It's easy to feel like what you're doing isn't working or it's not enough, and you feel like, you know, you're not progressing. But when you really document every single thing that you're doing, every single payment, where you were in the beginning, so your beginning balance, the amount that you've paid, what you have remaining, you're gonna feel like that girl or that man. You're gonna feel like, you know, like you're really doing the dang thing. And so that is what I started here. This is outdated, but this is it's still good. I'm gonna keep that. Capital One has been paid off, as well as American Express. So those two are knocked out, and I have, when it comes to credit card debt, just my Citi cards left. So I am actually going to come out here to the debt balances tab and update this. So American Express is gone. I have a Citi card, a Citi Diamond card, and I'll update that in a minute. I know I have a student loan 1 and a student loan 2, because the refund open 2 loans, and I believe that's it. Outside of what I owe back to my savings from all of the home repairs, that should be it. So I know that these are student loans, and then these 2 are credit cards. Let me look on here and see if I'm missing anything. So I do have an auto loan and a mortgage. I'm not going to include those in my balance, because those are kind of like, you know, the cherry on top to me. Whenever I can actually start applying additional payments to those, it's just nice to be able to, but it's not necessarily a necessity. So I'm not really focusing on those 2, especially that mortgage, because I'm just going to take my time with that, and I feel pretty comfortable with the auto loan. That's just not something I feel like tackling right now until it's the last debt balance that I have, until these main things are knocked out, if that makes sense. Okay, so got my spreadsheet up, and I am first going to, when it comes to Citi, I need to go on here and update my payments. So it shows that the last payment that I made was on July 29th, and I know that I made a payment since then. Now, I have not really been able to make, you know, a lot, because I've been paying out home repairs, but I feel pretty good. I feel like, you know, everything is going smooth right now. I'm really feeling positive for September and October, and hopefully praying to God nothing else breaks down that's major, that's going to require me to have to hit pause on paying off my debts again. So right now, it looks like I made a payment on September 6th. Let me see if I made anything else after July 29th. Yes, I did. So looks like on August 6th, I made a payment of $20. That was on auto pay. And then there was another $20 payment on August 17th. And now this card has an intro period that I'm in until next year. So I'm not accruing any interest. So that is, that's going to help me when it comes to documenting it, because I know that this balance is actually accurate. There was another $20 payment on September 6th. And then there was a $50 payment on September 17th. Is that right? No, it's not even the 17th. September 7th. Okay, so make sure this is right. It's saying my balance is $1769.50. I'm going to screenshot that. But my spreadsheet is saying $1770. So I'm 50 cents off somehow. September 6th, that's what it is. $20.50 payment. Okay, so that's right. I have $1769.50 left to go. So Was that City Diamond? No. 1769.50. So out over here, you see we have the debt type is credit card, 1769, and it's all just credit card right now. Next up is City Diamond. This one, oh, this was City Diamond. Shoot. All right, I had to change that because this actually was City Diamond. So City Diamond, 1769.50, and then the next card, which is City Simplicity. I'm gonna write that here. Okay, this one I have not been able to really do much of anything on this one because my main focus was getting the smaller city balance out, and things have been breaking down left and right, but we're good now. So last I left off, we were at $3,261. It looks like I may have made a payment, at least one, y'all. Yeah, so on September 2nd, I made a payment of $33. Yep, and that matches. So that's all that has happened on this card. So 32.28. The interest rates on these are 0%. And now let's get to these student loans. So let's see what we have here. I may have the numbers off here because I had 6 student loans in total. And I do. So number 4 and number 2 were open back up. So for student loan number 1, and now I have made a chunk towards the student loan, so this balance was not the original balance. All right, so for student loan number 4, I have a balance of $2,614.42, and the interest rate on this is 3.4. Now I do know that they have like the income driven repayment plan. That is what I was on whenever I was paying them off the first time, and I don't think that I'm not on anything right now. I'm still waiting on that application, but I really don't think that it's going to make much of a difference for me. But just doing my research, reading news articles, it looks like everyone's gravitating towards the SAVE plan. So if you are about to enter the repayment period, definitely check that out, because I do believe that helps cut back on interest, as they don't roll over the remaining interest that you have outside of your payment once you've made your payment. Hopefully I'm not butchering what I read. So student loan number 2, this is the larger one, and I got that numbering off too. So student loan number 4 is actually the larger one, and that total is $5,428.49. And then that interest rate is 3.86. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking like when it comes to my second debt-free journey. My first one, I started with $32,400, I believe. Around $32,000. I used to be really good with the specific amount. Now I'm butchering it. So let's total that bad boy up, because this spreadsheet does not. But as you can see, student loans is the biggest portion. So we have $8,042.91 in student loans. Hopefully, not hopefully, it is going to be under $8,000 this month, plus $4,997.50. So our debt total is $13,040.41 for our second debt-free journey. 13,040.41. I just want to put that in the comments. So not bad. I was thinking it was way larger in my head. I made it scarier. The monster was scarier in my head without really facing it. But looking at everything in its entirety, the pride and ego in me wants to be like, I'm gonna hold off on the student loans and just go and tackle my credit card debt first, especially if I want to use the snowball method, because the snowball method, you attack the smallest balance first. So that would definitely be City Diamond. But being so seasoned in a financial journey, like, the senior in me knows that I need to attack student loans first. Like, I have got to pay these off first. And like I was saying with ego, like, I paid them off once, I reopened them, got my babies out of where we were, and I need to suck it up, buttercup, and pay them off again. Like, I need to turn around and pay off the remaining amount again. It doesn't matter that I paid them off once before. You made your decision, you need to do it again. And so I think that I need to change gears looking at it and looking at the amount of interest that's accruing on these daily. Student loan number 2 probably needs to be my main focus right now, especially because I've got until next year before the intro period on these ends. So I'm gonna go down here in my spreadsheet just so I can keep track of all my payments whenever I'm feeling like, you know, I'm losing my grip, or whenever you feel like you're losing your grip, you feel like you're not doing enough, you feel like, you know, you can't do this, you're not capable. You seeing all of your payments lined up is going to call the devil a lie, right? Because it's like, I've made these payments. I don't care that it was $25, $28, $25.49. I made these payments, therefore I can continue making payments and I can continue to knock these balances down. So this one was Capital One. I'm going to change this one to Student Loan 2 and clear this out. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to clear all this out. We're going to see what our starting balance is for student loan 2, 2614.42. That is our beginning balance. And then I'm going to make American Express student loan number 4. And that one is $54.28. This one I'm dreading. I'm not even going to lie. I'm dreading it. Just because $5,000 sounds like a beast when you add in interest. So I'm going to make this one Advantage. Okay. All right, I got all of my tabs entered and ready to go. Hopefully this encourages you to sit down and write down all of your debt balances if you have not done so already, whether that's through pen and paper, and as an Excel spreadsheet, whatever it is. I just recommend listing everything and looking at everything, and it might make you want to throw up in the beginning, but doing it and looking at it every single day, forcing yourself to look at it every single day, like the fear, it's you're going to be able to step over the fear, and it's going to feel a lot better. And then I also recommend you list every single payment that you have made. Document every single payment to every single debt that you have. That way you have your receipts, like you have your evidence that you can do it. You are more than capable of doing it. Just in case you start to feel down on yourself and feel like you're overwhelmed and you can't do it, that you're not qualified, these are your receipts to rebuke whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever negative thought. Step over it and continue to make these payments, whether it's $5 or $10. Y'all, with this student loan, this week I have been intentional about tracking my spending, and I've been putting like $5 towards it, $10 towards it, $4.11 towards it. Anytime like I skip a coffee or whatever, if I just feel like I want to make a payment that day versus buying something, I've been doing that. I've been sending that over to the student loan balances, and it makes me feel good. Like it motivates me and encourages me to keep going, and I feel myself slipping back into the money boss mama mindset way of doing things. So hopefully this encourages you to go ahead, get it done. I'm excited to restart the journey and get it knocked out in this new season of life that I'm in, like as a homeowner, making more money than I was previously. I cannot wait to get back to a place of just stability, knowing I don't have no debts, feeling good, putting back all this money that I'm sending to repairs and debt to savings. And I hope that you guys take this journey on with me. But anyway, let me know down below how your debt-free journey is going. Have you taken the time to list all of your debts? How are you feeling? What's your strategy? What are we working on first? And I will catch you guys in the next video.